I remember when I was in grad school, I was writing about like comedic journalism. Uh,
Mhm.
and at the time when I started, it was called fake news. so, so it was.
Wait, you called it that or that's what it was
that's
called?
that's what academics called it for 20
Uh,
years.
wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah, it was wild. It was like, and so I was like halfway through this thesis, and there was a lot of like, control F, or find, and like, well, got to change that to a term that I have to make up really quickly.
What what was that?
Comedic journalism.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, which I like
So
better. Yeah, I think it's
yeah.
more. It's like more
Wha
descriptive, and it's like I like giving like comedians the benefit of the doubt in like their being journalistic. I'm okay with
Yeah.
that. I'm okay with Joe Rogan being the most powerful figure in the media. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's good for the media. I think it's like humbling in a way that they really need badly.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm of two minds about this now. Because yeah, there's a piece that I'd love to write that's like in defense of gatekeeping.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I like
You
that.
know, I think I'm a little bit more like because as someone who's now written for new media, old media, has been a part of new media, has done and loves it, thinks it has a role. And then I've also been um like the standards are not the same. So
Yeah.
the problem is the mainstream media, legacy media abandon their own standards or they let them slide when it's good for them or their narrative. But they, in my experience writing for those outlets, there is much more rigorous fact checking.
Mhm.
There's much more like I actually do care if I get things correct or not, or if I'm being factually accurate. And I've found with podcasters in particular who are kind of partially journalists, they don't need to do that. And they don't seem to have any shame if they get anything wrong. And there's no reason, there's no accountability if they do. They can just keep moving. They don't lose any professional credibility. There's no reputational damage. You can make wild predictions and be completely wrong. And if you never address it, even if the rest of the internet is and you just keep moving, it doesn't matter. I mean, I've seen this with some of the bigger, like, Candace Owens and people who will like make these
Totally.
they'll remember the times that they were right, but it's like how many times was Alex, the Alex Jones was right jar is very full, but how many times did he make predictions that didn't come true? Well, probably thousands, and we just never hear about those. We hear about the like few, we joke about on Dumpster Fire all the time. A broken pundit is right twice a year. Like I can be so in that space where there's no I had this happen with actually a friend where they kind of misquoted me completely and misrepresented something I said, and I had to kind of beg them to take down what was said, and they were like, "Oh, sorry," because it's already kind of gone viral, and I'm like, "You guys aren't journalists. You're not." I would lose fucking sleep at night if my friend was like, "Hey, I never said that, and you're saying I said it on a platform of millions of people." It would keep me up. I would be mortified, but there's no sense of that. So I'm a little bit of like, I think really, and it doesn't matter. I think it's really an important function that the like you said, the media needed to be humbled. But now I would really love for there to be some reversion to just having integrity in general. Like
Yeah.
all of you. But what I do see happening actually now, which I think is even more healthy than new media disrupting old media, is that now people I know are like, I don't trust any media.
Yeah.
And I think that's healthy.
I do too. I think that should be our starting place.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because I think, I listen to a lot of NPR. I was like, we were talking about it the other day. like at the Blaze, I was for Glenn, I was like there. My beat was NPR, The Atlantic, Harper, all those places. Because everybody else is like, I don't want to listen to that. It's so like NPR. And part of what makes it so unlistenable is this like stubbornness to admit their own bias.
Yeah.
And to me, that's like a pretty big mistake. And I like, so it's tricky because you have to choose between what you just described with these people who are like, I don't care about the facts necessarily. That's not what it is. And then you have people who are like, these are the facts, and you don't know the facts, and we're the only ones who have them. Like, can we get somewhere in the middle of that?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think that right now we're in this place where and again, conspiracy theorists were right about a lot, but they were labeled conspiracies. Now, I'm definitely like an Occam's razor girl kind of to my core, because as much as I enjoy conspiracy theories, it's usually, I just always joke like, oh, really? Like Bob, who rigged the fucking the towers, isn't gonna get drunk 5 years later and cry about it to his buddy at a bar? You're telling me that the guys who rigged that are like, or one dude did this? That's not happening. It's just like the ability for anyone to keep a secret is so, usually the only people who can keep secrets are assassins and, sociopaths and the CIA or whatever. But most normies, you can't keep a secret even from like one person.
Yeah, it sort of like violates human nature.
Yeah, and I think like right now, one of the tweets that I wanted to put out and I just haven't yet, it's like the young Lincoln, where people make their like statements
Like
with that
up.
meme where it's like a very basic thing. But my feeling right now is like believing every conspiracy theory doesn't make you any smarter than the person who just takes MSNBC at their word, or like listens to the smug NPR people and believes everything that they say. It doesn't make you you're still gullible.
Yeah.